This is how to use a combustion leak detector. You can rent these from really any auto parts store. You will have to buy the fluid separately though. And what this does is it checks for exhaust gases in your coolant system, which could signify a head gasket is bad or maybe some other issue. It's pretty straightforward. First thing you want to do is take your cap off and ensure that your coolant is not yet hot, or else this will go everywhere and burn you. So this car is cold right now. What you want to do is start the car, and as this test is best done while it's warm and idling. So this car has a pretty bad misfire, so it's gonna not run well, but that's what we're diagnosing right now. While you wait for it to warm up, one thing you can do is check the level. As you can see, this one's pretty low from a spill I had earlier, but say your fluid comes all the way up to the edge, you want to siphon a little bit of it out in order not to contaminate the fluid in the detector. One way you can do that is with a siphon or a turkey baster. Really up to you and what you have access to at the moment. So, now I'm not actually going to remove any as it's low enough for our purposes already. Don't mind the smoke, that's just all the coolant burning off. And we'll give that a few minutes to warm up. Okay, it's been a few minutes. The engine is getting warmer. I would recommend not waiting too long, as once the thermostat opens and the coolant starts getting really hot, it might start spraying out of that reservoir. So, doing this before it's to half. So, as to not get any coolant in the tester, take a little towel, wipe that out, and make sure your levels are proper so you don't get any coolant in the tester. Alright, what you're going to want to do, since these are, rentable and used by many, make sure it's clean. If you see old coolant in there, maybe wash it out with water, let it dry. This one looks fine. So we're going to fill it to that white line. Then take the bulb. Make sure you have it the right way. So you can see every time you squeeze the bulb, it pulls air through the bottom here. Alright. And what you're going to do is place it into here, into the radiator cap opening, making sure it's pretty tight. And you're going to want to squeeze this bulb for 2 minutes. What's going to happen is it's going to either stay blue, and if it stays blue, that means there's no exhaust gases found, or if it turns yellow or green, that means it is finding exhaust gases. Alright, so it's been right about 2 minutes. As you can tell, clearly the same, at least close to the same color as it started. And what I'm going to do is show an example of what it may look like if it does see exhaust gases. So I'm going to go to the back of the car here, where the exhaust is. I'm just gonna kind of try to simulate that. All right. So, as you can tell, that's definitely turned green. And I've actually seen it even darker than this before. This car passed the test, and just as an example, we went around back and caught actual exhaust, and sure enough, it did turn green. So, now that we know, we're in good shape. Toss the radiator cap back on and be on our way. So that's all there is to it. To use one of these, if you rent the tool, a lot of the times they'll give your money back once you return it, which is nice, or you can go buy one if you intend to use this quite a bit.